Hi everybody, welcome to my shop. My name's Larry. This is my job shop here. I thought I'd show you some of the tools. It's a Buffalo hydraulic profile roller. It'll roll 3" by 3" by 3/8 angle, leg in, and just about anything else you'll put in it. It's a terrific machine. I've been rolling a lot of aluminum 6061 round tube lately. Over here is I think it's called a Hendy Whitmore. This is a plate roller. It's about 50 inches and it'll roll 3/8 without any problem. This is a Charles Parker bench vise. I had it dropped from a job, made a little vise stand for it. Kind of one of the fun things that I've made around here over the years. In here I've got my main fabrication table, which is a very unique piece. I believe it's United States Navy surplus, has a U.S. Navy Bureau number stamped into it. I've taken some strong hand clamps and made some small plates for it. Turns it into an incredibly useful tool for fabrication. Weighs about, well, between 8 and 10,000 pounds. I don't know exactly. 10,000 pound forklift had trouble lifting it. Then here I have an Atlantic hydraulic 1/4 inch, 10-foot capacity square and shear. Pretty terrific machine. I bought it as a project. Had no oil in it, was not running at the time, and the back gauge had been damaged. I spent a little bit of time and work on it, and it's been a tremendous tool for me for years. My second shear is a Wisong 10 gauge 48 inch capacity shear. This is a real beauty. I retrofitted it recently and put the micrometer back gauge from the back of the machine to the front. It's made it real nice. I was able to buy a surplus Wisong for $100, which had an extra set of blades, this unit, and some back gauge parts. So that was real handy. Over here is where I keep 2 of my belt sanders. This is a quarter cable 4 inch, and this is a quarter cable 10 inch, and these I use just for stainless, so dedicated stainless. This one is a war surplus machine, as you can see, war finish, directed by order of United States. And this one here, don't know, it was a Craigslist purchase, like many of the things I have. Over here I have a Whitney Jensen 58 kick press. These are super handy for short runs, light gauge material. A pretty comprehensive set of dies up there, round squares and some other odd ones. Over here, this is a fabrication table which I built probably close to 30 years ago. I don't use it very much anymore. As you can see, it's a place for me to have drawings. Sometimes I'll do layout on the plate itself, but this table here with the jib crane, which I built overhead, is my main fabrication table. I also have here in the corner, this is a Dynasty 300, which I retrofitted with the wireless pedal. Once you've gone wireless, unbelievable. No cord to drag around. I was doing a whole bunch of little pieces recently for a coffee company, and was doing those on the welding turntable. These are fusion welds, no rod added. I do a fair number of these for the coffee company. So my other little bay over here, I've got a Marvel number 8 tilting head bandsaw. This is an incredible workhorse. Sometimes gets used all day long. It's just been an amazing moneymaker, terrific machine. Over here I've got a little manual 16 gauge notcher and a small time saver. In general, if I have a lot of graining to do, I send it out to people who have bigger liquid cooled machines. But when I do smaller jobs or I have to grain the odd occasional piece, this comes in real handy. Then over here, I've got my Komatsu hydraulic press brake. It's a 110 ton, 8 foot wide, which works out to being able to bend 1/4 inch mild steel 90 degrees over 8 feet. It has a CNC controller, which I don't have hooked up to it because I don't know how to do it. I've been using it as a manual machine. It's been working great. I also have this Pihaka horizontal bandsaw. It has a 10 by 14 capacity. This is a West German machine. I love it. It cuts very accurately. It'll cut little 30,000 slices off of a 2 or 3 inch round stock. It doesn't look beautiful, but it is. It's a really good machine. I have another Porter Cable 4-inch bandsaw over here. We use this for mild steel, general stuff. I've got this drill press. This is really a neat old thing. It's a Sibley, which the brand doesn't exist any longer, but really neat. It's got a little tachometer on it. It's got a vary drive here. Here, I'll plug it in. I'll show you. Got a foot pedal, tachometer. You want to speed it up. It's real nice. And I also have this Cincinnati Bickford Super Service. This is a monster. A really amazing machine. I was doing some countersinking, which I tend to do at very low RPM. It's got power feed. It's got a coolant pump. It's another shop workhorse. Over here I've got my little vertical bandsaw, which I'm just about to turn the blade in. Duro Metal Products. Don't know anything about it. I bought this again probably 25 years ago. It's amazing. Cast iron blade guard, cast iron drive wheels, cast iron body. This guy it looks small, but again, super useful, incredible workhorse. Then over here I've got a small set of pinch rolls, and then one of the scariest machines in the shop, the 30-inch disc sander, which I have set up at a 45. We can get into that. I'll show you these little parts I'm making, but this one is scary. It's an unbelievable amount of mass and inertia. You can hear it. I need to change the position of the switch. This is awful to have to reach around behind the machine. But listen to that. It'll spin like that for the next 4 or 5 minutes. We'll remove a tremendous amount of material quickly. I was using this for truing up some parts I was making. Actually, parts that we were making here on the South Bend vertical mill. You can see we've got it set up in place, and we've been milling some 360 brass. I'll show you the parts a little bit later. Some small water jet cut plates. Over here is our lathe. It's a blonde. I haven't actually just bought this lathe several months ago. It was an upgrade for a Pausing Colchester. And it's got a beautiful 6-jaw chuck on it. Runs very well. I'm not a machinist, but I keep a lathe and mill around because there's often jobs that I just want to turn around quickly. I don't want to take them out to the local machine shop. If it requires a high level of precision or capabilities I don't have, I job it out, but we do a lot of stuff in here. We're on a 120-ton single-end punch. Another unbelievable workhorse if you can avoid having to drill a hole and you can punch a hole. Much quicker, you'll make more money at it. And saw the cameraman flinch. Makes a pretty nice clean hole. You've got a lot of holes to do. This is the way to go. It has a maximum capacity of a 1.5 inch round hole through 1 inch thick plate. This is the second fab table I have. This is 1 inch thick aluminum. This table primarily gets used for stainless steel fabrication and aluminum fabrication when you don't want to contaminate your part by dragging it over a steel table like my other big table. So this is a part that I make for a local company which makes open water rowing shells. Beautiful boats, carbon fiber, very lightweight. And these we call wings or riggers, and it's how the oars are bolted to the boat. And I make these parts here. I have this fixture and everything goes together. Everything's fish mouthed. It's all 6061 T6 and I weld it all together with 4043, which is a little more ductile and tends to be more corrosion resistant. So that is a quick rundown of the shop. I've got, of course, a lot of oddball stuff floating around. Here's a big task light I've made for work here because I don't have great lighting. When the doors open, we have bright day, natural light's terrific here in the shop. Back here I've got tooling, got an assortment of end mills, big drill bits, reamers, hole saws, and oddball stuff. So that in a nutshell is the shop.